I just finished watching the SLY documentary, the Sylvester Stallone documentary on Netflix. Um, wow, this is one of the my favorite documentaries that I've watched this year. Um, I love the Arnold documentary, but I just feel like this SLY doc goes so much deeper. He's telling his own story. It's so interesting to get into his creative process, how he built and maintained these iconic characters, and then just how he navigated his career, the kind of uh, chip on his shoulder that he had. Once he made it big with Rocky and then tried to do something a little different, and all the critics shit on him, um, to the point where he was like, wanting to fight critics. It's such a cool story. Like, I've always admired Sly as one of the hardest working dudes in Hollywood, and I'm the biggest Rocky fan on earth. Maybe not on earth, but I'm a huge Rocky fan. I could pretty much quote every Rocky film, 1 through 6, word for word. I mean, it's that ridiculous. I've seen each of them like, it feels like thousands of times, but I doubt that's even possible. Probably 50 to 100 times a piece. It's crazy how much time I spent watching the Rocky films. Um, just finding out like just how much the Rocky series, at least the first 3 films, mirrors Sylvester Stallone's life and how he worked his own emotional issues, family issues into the stories. Oh man, that dude's incredible, man. Like, he does not get the credit he deserves as a creator, a director, an actor, um, and the fact that he does it all. Like, that's why he's the hardest working dude in Hollywood, and that he carved his own path, right? You know, he wrote the script for Rocky, and then the production companies that were going to make it were like, no, you're not the star. We're going to get some other guy in here. And he's like, no, no, no. I'm the star. I'm going to play this role. I wrote it for me to play. So you know what? I'll just direct it. I'll produce it. I'll write the script. I'll act in it, and becomes such a sensation that like he's being put up there in the following years as like the next Brando, the next De Niro, and it was so much to live up to, that he's like, I mean, why are they putting me in this category? Why? you know, it's a lot, man. It's a lot to put on your shoulders. Like, after your very first big hit film, the expectations are super high for anything else that you do. So it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. And he just, he didn't have the Hollywood face. He didn't have the Hollywood attitude. He grew up on the East Coast. It's incredible how he carved his own path, not only as a director and a writer, but as an actor. Like, no one wanted to put him in films as a leading man, so he wrote his own. Um, wow. I especially enjoy, and this I feel like differentiates it a lot from the 3-part Arnold docuseries. He digs a lot into his personal feelings about things, how his mindset was developed through like growing up with an abusive father. Some of the stories about his dad, I'm like, whoa, like I had no idea. And even into his adulthood, his dad was abusive as hell. Finding out that his dad tried to write a Rocky-esque script after Rocky made it big, a script called Sonny, which is like the son of Rocky. Get the fuck out of here. It's just such an incredible story. And it's the mindset. I love his mindset where he's just focused on like grinding, putting in crazy amounts of work, and even if it doesn't pan out and become something amazing, he's still a better person for having done the work. Oh, I can relate to that so much. And it was so cool to see a big Hollywood star say something like that, you know? I don't know. It's just not the normal mindset of Hollywood. And that's why I think he has done so well carving out his own path, is just his incredible mindset. And a lot of it forged by, not having the love of his father, seeking the love of an adoration of people and the approval of people. And I can relate to that as well. Man, it was so good. And just then, like, towards the end, him really honing in on time, the passage of time, and regrets that he has about, chasing this thing his entire life and neglecting the important things. And before you know it, you're 70 years old and you have not been good to your family because you've been in such pursuit of greatness that you've neglected the people around you, the things that really matter, the time spent with them. It just was such a deeper dive than I feel like, emotionally, such a deeper dive than the Arnold documentary, and really got into the creative process and stuff with him. And I absolutely loved it. I cannot recommend this enough. If you've seen it, let me know. I'd love to hear what you think. Especially in comparison to the Arnold doc, which, like, dude, I'm the biggest Arnold fan there is. It's like, I'm a huge Sly fan, but I'm an even bigger Arnold fan. So, but maybe not after this doc. Like, there are so many admirable qualities about this dude and so many lessons to learn from his life trajectory. So great. And it's also one film, not three-part series. It's nice. You sit down for an hour and a half, you enjoy it. Just really well put together, and such an incredible story. But let me know what you thought of it in the comments below, or if you're listening to this in podcast form, you can hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Let me know there. And if you enjoy this sort of thing where I talk entertainment and pop culture, then please subscribe to the channel or favorite or follow the Daily BS podcast. And if you do decide to stick around, then I will talk to you all again really soon. Thanks.